Xcelerate is a job management platform for restoration contractors. So things like a loss after a flood or a fire, that's who our customers are, the contractors that help get homeowners back to pre-loss condition, after a hurricane or anything kind of traumatic, unexpected event like that. So they do property restoration. So what we do is our software helps manage that claims process and make that easier for the contractor in terms of scheduling and all of the documentation and pictures and getting that approval through the insurance carrier and billing and that, collections and all of that kind of stuff. So that's what we do. So I was a restoration contractor. I mean, I ran a restoration company here in Arizona for about 12 years. And we had scaled from about $1.5 million to $22 million in annual revenue. And during that time, it was just becoming increasingly difficult to make good management decisions and keep track of all of our work. There was technology providers in the space, but a lot of them were dated. They just weren't offering what we needed them to. And, the field technicians, the people that were out in the field doing the work, aren't necessarily, software engineers, I guess. And so we just really needed to simplify the data collection, but have more sophistication on the back end in terms of reporting and some data analytics, some things like that. There was a lot of consolidation happening in the industry, a lot of PE money coming in. And as an independent, it just seemed like there needed to be a better way so we could compete with that. And then also for some of those companies at a PE level that were, they just needed a different level of sophistication in the industry. So it was pretty much out of fixing our own pain point, I guess. We had been almost all of the major software providers in our space and really hadn't found what it was we were looking for. And so then decided to put together a team and build it. And then in 2020, summer of 2020, I left the restoration side of things and just focused on Xcelerate full time. The idea, I think, came in the fall of 2017. Was when I really started putting together the business plan for it and started putting together the team. But we didn't start development till the spring of 2018. And, so then our company was on it for a good, 6 months. So starting like the beginning of 2019 is when our company was on it, and then took it full, like the beta, to the rest of the industry summer of 2019. So, and then closed out beta the spring of 2020. Like I said, we just came out of beta the spring of 2020, and COVID hit, right? And so I had a whole summer and fall booked out of either speaking engagements or trade shows, and all of that got canceled. So it wasn't the start that we had anticipated, but adoption has been great. Our customers love us, so churn has been really low, and that has been excellent. And like the May of this year, we signed our first franchise, and then we have a couple of others that are in beta or some form of taking a look at the system. So the growth has been really great. It's been a lot of fun. It didn't happen exactly the way that we wanted it to, but it's been great. Being the youngest and the newest player in the market, especially for some of these larger franchises that we think we're a really good fit for. I think we are a really good fit for that just because, again, we bring in that simplicity from field operations, but we have the sophistication of high-level reporting and data analytics that I think have been lacking. So being so new to the space, just having the credibility, right? That we have the staying power, that we know what we're doing, that, we're a right fit for a contractor. Plus we didn't raise any outside capital because we wanted to have the autonomy to operate in the space like we wanted to, and didn't necessarily want to bring PE money in or VC money right off the bat. So because we didn't raise capital, I think that there have been some hurdles that we've had to get over just in terms of credibility, I think. But I think we, again, are really starting to overcome that. And I don't anticipate that being a long-term issue for us, but definitely one that we had to struggle with, I think, at the beginning. We have some really, really talented people on our team. So I think that has been one of the funnest things for me, and, you know, the daily interaction that I get, and just the care and the concern that they have for the customer is fantastic. Our development team is fantastic. This is very, very rare. So I hate to say this because it's like knock on wood. We have had no churn on our development team. With all of our software developers and everything like that, there's been no turnover there. So we have been able to execute very quickly what we're able to produce in terms of, you know, what we released every single month has been fantastic. I think that just the resources and the network that I've been able to associate with, I've been connected with some really, really talented people who know talented people. So some of the, you know, just roadblocks that you run into when you're doing a startup, I've been able to navigate those a little bit better. And then just having outsourced talent that I could access. Just like, hey, have you met this person? Or, hey, this is my problem. Oh, you know, I would recommend talking to these people or doing this. So that's been really, really awesome. There's been some like financial pieces to that, you know, some like, hey, this is a really good thing to know as a startup in terms of, you know, taxes and different things. So it's just been really, really great. We're going to keep trying to keep up with this growth trajectory that we're on and maintain it. You know, we have a bunch of things in the I guess in the hopper that we're kind of considering. So there's a lot of different opportunities, and there's been some acquisitions in our space that have kind of changed the dynamics. And so it's really kind of re-looking at our strategy and seeing if what we have been doing is what we want to continue doing. There may be bigger opportunities or different you know, objectives that we focus on. But really, we've been maintaining our focus on being a contractor-centric product. And I think really that's what's going to win the game at the end of the day. So, you know, keeping our eye there, as well as looking at maybe some other opportunities that are presenting themselves. I know not everybody can be a part of the startup collective, but if you can be, it's been so wonderful. And then I would also say, you know, your network is huge. And I've always felt like that's even, you know, in the space that I was, but then transitioning over into more of a technical environment, I've struggled to have that network where there were people that I could just go to if I was struggling with something, or if I needed input, or, you know, hey, who do you know, and networking. And so I've struggled to find that a little bit until this opportunity. So now knowing where to go for that network has been super helpful. So I would say, you know, figure out where that network is for you and really dig into it and find those resources that can really help scale.